Alright, Master Mason note, tearing it up tonight. Y'all get a catch of that kid in that mill over there? Holy shit, man. He get you going. Get your goat going. I tell you. It's one of those things. One shot, one click, it's go, and we're going to tear it up through. I don't care how many times it gets broken. You know, it's the fix. Obviously, they're sitting right next to you. Blue flame. It's a little out. This is all broken. Take a step. You good? I don't know. Oh, you're dead. Super dead. This one. Well, in the mill, I had a couple drinks tonight. I don't like going to the bar, really. I don't. It's a good place to drink. I better than being at home and being You're looking around, you camp out, you do things. Obviously, burn it down like I always do. Superman, Red Bull. I could go for a run tonight. It's only 7. Yeah. Walgreens. It's lately again. That's my standard model for food entropy. This is your town. So this is the local liquor store. That's what's walking into it often. So you get into your sniper and your corpsman out there taking that. That's the purple hat, green shirt today. M1, M2 variation. Oh, they need it. They need it on the floor. Everybody bitches about needing NCOs and crew not doing and all this other bullshit. And, well, when you find the answer, you fucking use it. So don't challenge drill sergeant often. There are times and places where you are correct to do so. Not only are you correct to do so, you are constitutionally obligated to do so. Those violations, you go to quantum physicists trying to dig it out. We're talking about microns. And people bullshit that makes entropy on the floor, quantum waves, should be a little easier seeing you can see it on this scale. And it's the negative numbers you're good with, G. And you get into rabbits and everything else in the M1, M2. If that's not for you and you have a handler that's really good, you should keep one in there. You know, when I figure if I go to SEALs or BUDS or Ranger School, SAW, Airborne, whatever, infantry, it's the same day. Same training class. Did you clock in today? Did you stem this? Did you graph this? It's a different kind of animal, ain't it? And you catch a good sergeant like, hey, in the room, this was the number based by gravity because of an effect on a system that's correct. And I mean, your tone is going to change there. You have physical things that make that different. Obviously, a whole bunch of that time stuff when they're talking to you about what that is. And they're saying, I'm trying to teach you a skill. Smoking you isn't just a disciplinary action. Banging your old lady and something like that is the smoothing that off. It's the M2 to the Z phase, the Y to just regular math. Because then you have a problem that you can graph out. It was 7 miles, wasn't it? I mean, it was right here. This was the tread. This is how long it should have took you. And everything off with that. And you've done that once, twice, 12 times, 7,984 times. And on the system, you ask the question, like yelling at Como is going to do you any fucking good on the internet or TV. Putin, right? It's winter. All the time. All the time. You just got people on the table. And if it's not winter today, it will be winter with an algorithm on when the day of the basic algorithm of how much on the top and then hit by a hurricane, COVID bullshit, and how that's going to work into this motherfucker. Hedging the bets on the curve, right? People not working, hear it on the internet. Or on the radio, on the phone. It's like 70% of the people that's left after this down the line, you know what I'm saying? You know, can't figure out their job might not be coming back. Well, some of you just ain't worth it. Wasn't in the system on the cards for what it is. You got to look around at what's left and where you have to place yourself given what your resources you have inside the system. Think gravity? You think gravity's going to have a shit ton pile given the fuck of what's on the board for what that is? No, you have to be able to work with inside. I mean, in terms of what it is, stone's fine. Stone's fine. I'm glad to give a brother a fucking job or something to do. Pass it along. Still a HEVEX guy. Working my way to general. No, you don't smoke front light. You light that up on the Admiral's commencement speech. Maybe better engineering. He's off tonight. Wild. Again, I look at the standard on the board. And so the Army has its test and I have mine. It's no longer necessary that I have a mill or need a mill. It becomes that pile of rock right there in a row and I told you to move it. I could have done it like this, but I'm a dumb, broken stonemason at this point from a world of abuse and Stockholm skid steer syndrome. You do it for me. It's bullshit when you think about the biggest problem with minimum wage is you have to look at Hancock. It might be $10, $11, something like that, right? And it's like New York City's making a $15 an hour guy. Now that's the original first bit of the problem. The first gate you got to jump. Then, I mean, in that, obviously war zone. Because stonemason, right? McDonald's, I worked. Ben, that's local buses. It's a slam sometimes. It's a fucking fist fight down there sometimes. But you got access to, like, you think you're gonna meet a woman in the stone mill out there, cowboy? Especially if you fucking around in front of that crowd. Eat shit sandwich and you enjoy. That's how you do it. And then it's done. And because you did it quickly. Like I said, everything else is a step away from normal at this point. Right? Because it's normal. This is what normal was. There's high bars. There's low bars. The numbers on here where they pump out a lot of rock. This is the game. So I have to offset on this and some thermal or skid steer skills. We don't get that no results. Don't need a skid steer all the fucking time, like for everything. Just there and then, and that's not the given resource on what they might need in that company. Oh, because you're a forklift operator, huh? And you get on flipping treads with Jordan, get out back, run pallets in the middle of winter, jumping, pulling treads and shit like that. Yeah, rookie ground guy. And you'll want to give it to me, too. It'll, done. Here you go. Show me how it's done. Before you go, I'll show you how it's done. Now, if you want to stay here right now, this could be that thing that never happened. Didn't. Oh, boy, it does, though. Oh, boy. Yeah, AR-15 Rev 9 steel. Wowing away. You'd play the game. Obviously, I don't hallucinate that there's spiders crawling on me during work or anything like that too often. Usually fire falls on my shirt. Oh, fuck. Shit's hot. That's why I took a second off. I give you this one. I was almost going to take a point away, but I slide this time. Oh, but it is the games. That becomes that palette, man. If you paying premium top end, you're supposed to know that number. If you took all day to do that, I'm going to fucking destroy your reference forever. burn it into nothing but carbon. If I can watch it blow away. Yeah, you're living in a Dyson sphere right now. If I choose it to be, I will turn the ground around you into fire. Just look at it go. Burn it down. That was not the tone I had for that statement earlier today. Core of the earth. Well, hey, there's a stick. I can go backwards too. It's a crowd note and it's an apprentice's note. The apprentice is the kid. The kid is little blue flame. She ain't gonna watch you. Just saying. Hey, you're right, I won't watch you. And this is her. And it's not this burly cowboy you get here. This squeakity.